everyone, welcome back to Educate. Today we are going to be doing addition of fractions. This is going to be very interesting.
Adding fractions can be pretty simple once the denominators are the same. If we see two fractions with the same denominators, we can just proceed to add the numbers at the top and keep our denominators at the bottom. So what would this answer be, KJ?
It would be 3 over 5.
Right, so if you have 2 slices out of a cake that's cut into 5 slices, and you add another slice out of the cake cut into 5 slices, you have 3 slices out of a cake that was cut into 5 slices. It can get more complicated though, guys, which is why we did equivalent fractions. But before we do that, what if it's a mixed fraction?
So in a mixed fraction, you would normally add the wholes first.
Right.
So 4 plus 2, we know is 6. And then you normally just add the 2 plus 1, which is...
The 2 over 5 plus the 1 over 5 gives us 3 over 5, 3/5. All right, so here's when things can get pretty complicated. You are given 2 fractions to add, but they are unlike fractions because their denominators are not the same. So the rule is we can only add fractions if the denominators are the same. Do you think you can handle this one? You want me to do it?
I think we can handle it together.
All right, let's do it together. So what the rule is that we need to make them have the same denominator. And usually you look at them and you decide, can one of these numbers be the denominator? Because we're looking at multiples, we're looking at factors, yes. So we need them to look the same in terms of their denominators. And we're gonna work with 10 because 5 can potentially, through multiplication we're talking now, can potentially become a 10. We can change a 5 or convert a 5 to a 10.
By timesing it by 2.
Right. And you remember with math, what you do to the left, you do to the right. In this case, it's a fraction. What you do to the bottom, you do to the top. So that's basically the principle we're working. So we're gonna work with 10 as our denominator. This will be 1 over 10, but we want this to be over 10 too. This 3 over 5 to be over 10. So if it's a 5 that we have as our denominator,
we can
multiply
by 2.
We're gonna do the same for the top. So it now becomes 6 over 10. Oh, so we have 6 over 10 plus 1 over 10. We are so good to go now. What is our answer?
Since we already have the 10, we can just mark that down, 10. Then we have our 6 plus 1, that is 7. See how
that looks
easy
like
it
a
could be?
greater than sign.
Oh.
7. 7 over 10. Not too bad. Not too bad. All right. What if we are faced with this again, where we have a mixed fraction and the denominators again are not the same? As Carol and I said, we're going to work with our whole numbers first. 2 plus 4, 6. And then now we need to figure out what denominator we're going to work with. We look at them, we usually try to look at the larger number and decide if it could work. In other words, we're looking to see if I use 15 as my denominator, is there a way to convert 5 to 15 by multiplication?
And I can tell you there is a rule.
What would that be?
That would be 5 times 3.
All right. So let's do that. So we can keep 15.
And the 3.
We know we're going to work with 15. We know we got it by multiplying by 3. So we got to do it for the numerator. And what we get is 3 over 15 plus 3 over 15, which will give us
6 over 15.
awesome. So our final answer is 6 and 6 over 15. Great. Okay guys, so I hope this was a helpful video for you, and we'll see you soon. Thanks for making it AID-ucate.